Chat, am I the villain? KU Student Edition.
Am I the villain for ditching a Hongdae boy on another girl? I was clubbing with my friends in Hongdae, and at some point in the club we got separated. I was trying to find them in the crowd when a guy came up to me. At first it was okay, but he was not letting me go to find my friends. I saw a girl that I vaguely knew pass by, and I told him that he would like her and he should talk to her. So I called her to greet him and just abandoned her with him. I was feeling a bit guilty when I saw her later, and she was a bit pissed that I ditched him on her. This might be a hot take, but you are not the villain. You dodged a bullet because Hongdae boys are kind of horrible. Other people might think you're the villain, but I don't. I get you.
Okay, so am I the villain for thinking my friend slowly collected all my friends in my circle? What I really mean is I have this one friend known as A who is shy to approach people, and because of that I help her mingle with my friends to keep her shy away. I introduce her to my friend group and my other friends. As the time goes by, I noticed A becomes friendlier with my circle of friends but not to me. They kind of ghosted me and did not give the same energy back to me. The worst part is where my closest friend is also in the friend circle and A acting more friendlier to her and even trying to find common interests with my friend. For instance, my friend loves matcha and A being like, oh, let's go for a matcha date, yada yada. I don't think you're the villain, and I am kind of hating A as well. I do feel like he is also collecting your friend. A might be the villain. So talk with your friends and get your friends back, please. This is giving me stress. Please, okay?
Am I the villain for giving my classmate a bad peer review? Last year, I had a group project assignment. We were 5 members, and there was that one girl that would do absolutely nothing. She came to our first meeting and then never came again. We had to send numerous texts to her in private so she would get her part of the work done, but she did nothing until the last minute. She didn't even come to presentation day, and she didn't have to be a presenter, but still she wasn't there. So when the professor said we had to reevaluate our group mate, I was really frustrated. So I told the truth and said she did absolutely nothing except the bare minimum, and even that we had to hunt her down for it. But when I talked with the other group mates, they said that they were less harsh and just said she didn't come to the meetings. So I felt a little bad, but I was really frustrated and it really stressed me out during the entire project. No, you're not the villain, because she ghosted all of y'all and you just told the professor what you guys all saw. It's just straight facts, so no, you're not the villain.
Am I the villain for hating on a couple? I used to like this one male idol A, and a scandal broke out about him being in a relationship with female idol B. Probably because I used to like the male idol too much and I can't accept the fact that he is allowed to be in a relationship. I made a few troll accounts just to cyberbully her and throw hate on her, and I even make fanfiction about her in which she becomes the evil character in it. Well, that's some dedication. I'm so sorry, but I feel like you're the villain here. Like, poor girly pop, she did nothing. She was just liking that guy. And you know what? Cheer up. You'll get your guy too. It's fine. Maybe he's gonna break up with her and then come with you, you don't know.
Am I the villain for getting mad at my roommate? When we first met, my roommate was a nice person and we would talk and watch movies together. But as we spent the semester together, he would not do his chores, such as taking the trash out or clean his part of the site, which made me a little annoyed, but I didn't say anything. But these days, he's been getting so loud when he plays video games that I keep waking up until I sleep. I never say anything until I genuinely just got pissed off and shouted at him to shut the up. He stopped talking to me after that. I think you did a good job by just shouted at him, and I think you need to change your roommate because he's not the good for you, he's not the one for you.
Am I the villain for setting my teammates on a trap? I was in a team group presentation with 2 other people, but they would never answer my texts or work on time. I was fed up with them because we had an entire month to work on time and they did almost nothing. So I purposely wrote some wrong information on their parts of the presentation, and when they presented it, I re-explained it pretending like they made a mistake. Okay, yeah, you're the villain, but in a hilarious way, because you first set a trap and then watched them fall in and then you played hero after. Is this entertaining? Yes, but you're a villain.
So,
Am I the villain for absolutely destroying my professor during the course evaluation? A few semesters ago, I took a general education class, and at first I was really excited for it. It seemed like an easy but fun class, and I assumed I would actually learn something as well and not just sit in a hot classroom all day. Well, it was the absolute opposite. The class had no structure, and the professor yapped half of the class, then let the students yap the rest. It would have been fine, but the class took a huge part of my schedule, and we even had to come to class during exam week, so it was a total waste of my time sitting and doing nothing. While I did have a lot to do, first of all, the professor had no backbone, and whenever we almost did do something in class, the rest of the students just talked him out of it. In the end, I was kind of pissed off, and when it came to the course evaluation, I absolutely destroyed the professor. I wrote something along the lines of, "Why am I paying tuition for this BS?" I admit I was a bit dramatic, but it did piss me off. In the end, I never saw the teacher again, but I did hear his class got discontinued. I feel like you are not the villain, especially if it's taking your schedule. Like, I hate coming to the school, and if I'm coming just for the professor's yapping, I would be pretty angry as well. And the class got discontinued, so you were not wrong. So yeah, I think you're not the villain.
Am I the villain for ignoring my friend's heartbreak? We're all in the same friend group, and one of my close friends started to like one of my best friends. Even though he tried, he got friend zoned. But the thing is, the friend group was supposed to go on a trip that we've been planning for years now. And now because he got rejected, he said he wouldn't go anymore, even though I already made reservations. I was so anxious about the trip that I didn't have the heart to really comfort him properly. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't think you were the villain, but you should really let him know what you're thinking so you could sort this out.
Am I the villain for avoiding my friends? When I was a freshman and went to an MT, I met a group of 3 people who seemed nice. And during OT, I met another group of 2. The first group made a group chat where all of us would exchange photos and talk. Until one day, I noticed no one was talking anymore in the group chat. That's when I saw true stories that the 2 separate groups I met and become friends were hanging out together and made another group chat, just the 5 of them. So after a while, I stopped trying talking to them and deliberately avoid them. I think you are not a villain, they are the villain. If they are friends with you, they will not avoid you or something. It's for the best, probably you didn't match their vibes.
am I the villain for pretending I don't know Korean so I don't have to speak when I'm tired? I'm an international student who obviously looks like a foreigner. My Korean level is pretty decent since I've lived here for a while. I have topic level 5, or can hold convos, order food, go to the bank, literally almost everything. Sometimes when I'm overstimulated or not in the mood to deal with people, I pretend I don't speak Korean. Like, I'll just smile, speak English, and act confused if they try to talk to me too much. Especially in restaurants, I just want to get my food in peace without any "your Korean is so good" comments or ajushi asking where I'm from. My friend saw me do this once and was like, "You faking being a clueless foreigner? That's kind of manipulative." But like, I'm not lying, I'm just being selectively foreign. I don't think he's a villain because I think we all went through this moment when technically you know Korean, but you just don't want to speak it. You're like, I'm so tired. I don't think it's like manipulative or anything because at the end of the day, if you're not using it to get something out of it, like, "Oh, I don't know Korean, please give me stuff." As long as you're not using it badly, I think it's fine. And also, we all got through this.
Like this video or you are the villain.